Foolio. So Foolio dissed FBG Duck like a week ago, saying he signed a deal and then he signed out. There's a Clubhouse audio of him and Ruga having this back and forth, and someone said to him, you don't even know FBG Duck, they're not your ops, why you doing
really just now waking up, bro, like waking up and just realizing like, what do you kill FBG Duck? I'm so crazy. Like, I swear to God, I've been asleep all day. Like, niggas mad cause Duck almost made it and got took out.
And I feel like at this point, Foolio is an industry plant. And what he's been doing is following in King Van's footsteps, but now he's dissing King Van's ops. So people, I find that way as well. Some people say that he is a King Van admirer, and some people think that he's trying to be Van. And I think at this point, he is an industry plant and he's there to continue the energy. And then I thought about what they've been saying, where they say that O Block members, 4 O Block members is responsible for taking out FBG Duck. And I don't believe that. It was a clout move. They were saying this kind of stuff because of clout, because of the situation, what was happening with FBG Duck and King Van, the back and forth that they were doing online. That's why they said that online. And I could bet if we really go back to the root of who actually put that out, it's someone from O Block, someone from Gang. It came from their camp. Even in this tweet right here, people believe Little Reese, Little Dirk and Chief Keef had nothing to do with Little Jojo's situation. They just did all of that for clout. So people have been saying that, and that's what they've been doing for clout, like relating themselves to certain situations. So I started looking into it a bit more, and some people believe that 051 Young Money, their camp, has something to do with the situation. They are mainly pointing at this 051 Rose. They're saying that he could have possibly been the one that actually took out the one time 051 Driller was on live and they asked him about this, and they were basically saying about this guy, and he was like, no, we are cool with FBG Duck and them lot. So he basically denied it, but if it was true, he wouldn't have said it on that live, I don't think.
We ain't into it, Duck. Get out, bro. What's wrong with y'all, bro? Get out my comments with that, bro. We ain't do nothing to nobody, bro. We ain't into it, Duck.
When you look at the FBG Duck situation, the 4 O Block members, I mean, like, you gotta think about it, cameras everywhere. Like, there was a high possibility that they would have been caught, and now they have all this clout behind Van. Why would they put themselves in that situation when they could have almost went down? It doesn't make sense. So I'm like, they don't have nothing to do with it. It's something else that happened to FBG Duck, but they just did that because obviously that's what they do in Chicago and stuff. That was a clap move. It was everything to do with promoting the gang. They did that and put it on Van because of the current situation that was happening with the back and forth and the records and stuff like that, because people already know about it. So that was just bringing more attention to gang. That's why they put that out. Even say that the 4 people were in a car and then they got away. So it's currently an open case, right? And these people are claiming they did it. Don't you think they would be looked into? But why didn't that happen? Because the police know that's what they've been doing for a long time now. They just literally mess people about and stuff. So you would never know who did it type thing. So people who say they did it or who hit here and there and stuff like that and this and try to make it seem like they are the ones who is responsible for certain stuff. That's not the case. They're just doing that for media attention, and the police know that at this point. So that's why they wasn't questioned. Bezu was on live one time and 051 Rose jumped into the chat, and then Bezu started going off type thing, sort of, and like they were all calling him out, telling him to drop his load because that's the big survival gang, the 051 crew.
Oh, beat your ass. You can't go to jail, sir, man. You gonna leave that in the streets. Blood on this shit, bro.
So Bezu, apparently Bezu is an assassin back in his days. He's known for notoriously taking out his arm. They claimed he has all these bodies, 4 bodies to be exact. They came and got him in 2014 and they found him at Little Dirk's house, where they then took him down 5 years later, claiming that he had part to do with a situation that happened in 2009 where he took out this guy by the name of Dominic Barnes. That's the body they say he beat because they didn't have enough evidence for that case to charge him on, so they ended up letting him off. But this is where it ties into the industry, because remember they said that King Von might be the soundtrack on Fast and Furious, but then in Fast and Furious the main lead guy, he goes by the name of Dominic Toretto. So it all ties into the industry in the weirdest way possible in the Illuminati. 051 Melly. So 051 Melly was known as the gravedigger of Chicago, but at the same time he was the highest priority. He knew a lot of people and had a lot of connections because his stepdad was an OG in the streets, and his stepdad is actually doing live for doing a hit where he hit hit 4 people, a robbery situation. This was back in 1998, so he has all the connections from his stepdad being in the street. They eventually ended up taking him out in 2019. It was a revenge payback sort of situation. A few of his family were ops, and they were also connected to ops and cool with ops that he was beefing with at the time, so he ended up getting backdoored. 051 Melly, he had all these ops. He had like over 28 ops, but it's a thing where, you know, it was like mixed with the cousins and the family and all of it. So certain events they would go to and stuff like that, there would be ops there as well, but then they would like keep it kind of casual and cool until they like see each other in the streets type thing. But then they would literally smile in your face, and then when they see you in the streets, it's on a kind of like a subtle respect that was happening back then. But then it became to the point where he ended up getting taken out by that own move, and people say that he was backdoored by the person who invited him into the party, even though other people gave him a heads up and told him that ops was gonna be there and stuff. He still went, and I felt at that point like something was talking to him, something was calling him, and that's why he went there, because he knew what was gonna happen type thing, and he knew he was being backdoored. He used to speak to a lot of people, smiling a lot of people's faces, but everyone knew what it was, and everyone knew like if they saw him at that moment, what they were gonna do to him. Because when you look back at all these lives, he would go live with his ops, and everyone would all think it's so cool and that. Even King Von one time spoke about him in this live, and when he died, apparently King Von posted about him, but they said that he was trolling him. Also, when King Von and Little Dirk got locked up, he made this live video saying that he would prefer to see them dead than actually in prison. And he was talking about something, how Little Dirk is always scared.
Shit, he has no worries, bro. Dirk probably scared, but Von, he was in there. I've been in jail before. I know how to fight.
Melly. Now he could talk to, you know what I'm saying? You could talk to him because he cool. And he got a little points whatever he did, you know. So it's okay. Now he tell me, nah, shit. Nigga, I mean he did right now. But like he tell me this when he's alive. He like, I knew you was gonna get out shorty. You lost your best friend. God had to let you out. You see what I'm saying? Like God, he owed you that. I said that's for that's our bad nigga to say, okay? But he told me like, yeah. He said, yeah. So I knew you was gonna.
Apparently 051 Melly was also on the run for a very long time before they caught him at that party. When he got backdoored, they're saying Bezu house living at people's house and family related, and then apparently Bezu, one girl and some guy named Ron literally took out his uncle, and they hit up his uncle, and then it all started to get bad from that point on. So say he ended up doing a get back